Till now, I was always blaming my progress, okay, but not from now. उन्होंने तो मुझे सीधा बोला, बेशरम बनो, राइट? एकदम खुल के बात करो. I just wanted to change my mindset. That's it. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Echoes of Experience. My name is Dhruv Savarkar, and from today onwards I am starting a new series, Life with Clarity. So the today's title of my video is मुझे लोगों से फर्क पड़ता है. So without any further delay, let's start the video. The people who were following this channel since the beginning, right? I mean, from the time when this channel was made, right? And those people only know about me, right? They know that I have started this channel with one purpose, to improve my communication skills, to improve my English communication skills. That's it. That was my only purpose. And somehow 50% of my goal, I have already achieved 50% of my goal, right? And whatever achievement I have received from this channel, right? Whatever success I had got from this channel, all thanks to myself, right? And all thanks to the people who are watching me, because somehow they were also involved in my improvement journey. But the most important thing I noticed is that, I mean, I will say it is the most important thing I have noticed. The things that I commit to myself, or you can say the goals that I say that, yeah, I will achieve these goals, but I have committed this thing to myself. So there are less chances that I will not achieve that goal. But the things I have committed to someone, and I don't know who is this someone. It can be anyone, okay? Because on YouTube, who is watching my video, I don't know. uh, I can see 37 people have subscribed my channel, and I don't know these 37 people, right? I know there are some of my friends, but I don't care who is watching me. For me, I consider like all are strangers, right? All are strangers, and they are watching me, and I consider like, what if I fail in front of them, right? What they will think about me. And this mindset is one of the big reason why I was shooting a video daily and posting it on YouTube for 66 days consistently with full dedication and persistence. मुझे लोगों से फ़र्क पड़ता है. Yes, I repeat, मुझे लोगों से फ़र्क पड़ता है. I had learned this thing that how can I use this trait to improve myself, right? For the world, they think that you should not care what other people think. Of course, you should not care, right? I need to change this mindset of my that I should not care about what others think about me, right? What I think about myself, that's what matters. So I need to change this mindset. But at this point, that's fine. I am in the developing phase, and I will not say that I have removed this mindset from my brain, or you can say mind, right? But I am removing it slowly, slowly, and it will take a lot of time. But till then, let's use it to improve myself. But there are also other reasons that why I was consistent, because I was fully dedicated. I was doing my things with 100% efforts. I was putting a lot of efforts while making this video. I was writing down my own script. And guys, if you're not aware, the time when I was following this challenge, at that time my semester exams were going on, my final end semester exams were going on, okay. The moment I started that challenge, it was my mid semester exams, and after that my end semester exams were started. Still I was consistent. I didn't give any excuse to myself that now it is my exam, so I will stop posting videos. No, nothing. I was posting it daily without any excuses, right? Because I was purely interested in doing this thing. Since the starting of my engineering, I mean, since the first year, I was very much interested in making YouTube videos. I always wanted to make my own YouTube channel. I always wanted to document my life. I always wanted to document my journey. I love to share my things with others. Let me tell you one interesting thing. Okay, so everyone don't know why they are doing engineering. Okay, before joining the engineering, they don't know why they are going to join engineering, right? I was also one of them, but I was sure about my branch, right? Even nowadays, students are not even aware about which branch they wanted to go on, right? They wanted to choose. So in my case, I was aware about that coding is not my cup of tea. Okay, I don't like coding, but other than coding, what I can see is electronics. Yes, because uh, it was a trend. Like if you don't like computer engineering, if you don't like computers, you can. The second option after computer branch is of course electronics. So I started researching about electronics field, and I was doing all these things before my engineering, before even joining my engineering. Who do this, right? No one, but I did. Then not just research, full research. I was doing the in-depth research of electronics field, and I love to do research. Every friend of mine knows about this thing, right? I love to do research. So I was using one application, Cora application, uh, and on that application, I met one person. Okay, basically, I used to read his post on that application. In his post, he used to share knowledge of electronics field, right? Now, why he is sharing the knowledge of electronics? Because he is a person who have 36 years of experience in the field of electronics. Just because of that person, my interest in electronics, I got interest in electronics field. Okay, at first I was not aware about this field, but just because of him, I got to know about the electronics field. What is mean by electronics engineering, what are the different fields in electronics engineering. So even before joining engineering, I was aware about the different fields like embedded systems, VLSI design. Yes, and his expertise were uh, specifically embedded system. So that's the reason I am also very much interested in embedded system. If you ask my friends, Dhruv is interested in which field most of, he will they will say embedded system, right? So all my friends know these things, and just because of him, I am also interested in the embedded system field, right? And not just embedded system, but he used to talk about different fields also, like VLSI design, circuit design, right? And PCB design. I was doing all this before joining the engineering when my cap rounds were going on. Okay, so it takes 1 or 2 months before you go to any new college for the admission. So in that meantime of 1 or 2 months, I did all this research, right? Now I also got to know from the same application that he also gave a free video lecture to students related to the embedded system. Basically, he has a full drive link. Like in that particular drive link, he used to have the whole lecture series for the embedded system field. I mean, there were different subjects. Basically, the first subject was number system, and different subjects like, okay, digital electronics, network analysis. All the lectures were in that single drive link, and he was providing that drive link for free. Now just imagine, this is like a gold moment for every electronics students, right? Because no professor will do this for free, right? Everyone will charge money if they are providing lectures, right? If they are providing their own lectures in which they are explaining what is embedded system, how you can enter into this field, like how you can prepare for this field. He is telling everything for free of cost, right? And that's the best thing about that professor. Now I am calling him professor because he's not a professor, but for me he is a professor because he has taught me a lot of things. Okay, so I have a great respect for him. So I also got the access of his drive link, and then I started watching his lecture. At first it felt bore, right? But after watching one or two lectures, I gave up. Yes, that's my very old habit of giving up, keeping things incomplete. And this habit has affected my life a lot. I will tell you why. Because now I'm going to share a list of my academic failures. Okay, the list of my academic failures, which I have planned since the beginning of my engineering, since the first year. Okay, but I never complete those goals. First year of my engineering, right? So first year, the first year is all about the exploration and new beginnings, right? I did a lot of exploration, right? I also uh, tried to overcome my stage fear, and I again failed badly in that. I still remember about that particular incident, right? It is a very big incident. I will talk about it in the some another video. But if I talk about my academic improvement in my first year, my academics were pretty average. Okay, I was also got caught by one teacher for doing copy. Yes, in the exam. And that was a very shameful moment for me. I still remember why I did copy. I did copy just because I was not confident about what I have read, what I had learned for the exam. I was aware about all the things that I have copied on my calci, right? Still, still I did copy, and I got caught, and it was a moment of shame for me, right? The whole class was looking at me, and I mean, I don't know what they were thinking about me. uh, I was feeling very bad, right? So first year was very bad, and in the first year I was having a lot of plans to do a lot of things, right? I mean, as you can see, before joining the engineering, I was so much interested about the electronics field just because of that one professor. But in the first year I did a lot of bad things, so I was just overwhelmed, right? And in I was just overwhelmed, and I did nothing. That was the final result. In the first year I did no improvements in the academic, or not in the personal, not even in the personality. Okay. Yes. One at one event, right? In the first year, I was not even join any college club, right? But in my college, in the first year, they don't allow the students to join the any college club, right? So it is the process which start from the second year. I also had one dream in my first year to start a YouTube channel. And you can see, guys, that I had dream about my YouTube channel in my first year, and the I take action in my third year. So it's a delay of almost, you can say, 2 years of delay, right? 2 years of delay. I waited almost 2 years to start a YouTube channel. I don't know why I have waited. I didn't wait, right? I just procrastinated. Yes. So this was all about my first year, and yeah, in the academics, uh, before joining the engineering, I had also done the classes of C++. plus plus. So I was quite interested in the C language also. So I also wanted to learn the C language. So I started watching the YouTube lectures, but somehow I also kept those goals incomplete. Second year. So my second year was not very bad, not very best. My second year was good. Okay, I will not say average, because I had done a lot of good things in my second year. I had joined one college club. Okay, I was working in the publicity domain in that particular college club. Okay, and why I had joined publicity? Because I wanted to improve my confidence. I wanted to improve my communication skills. That was my purpose. Okay, and as I said, in the first year, I had tried to overcome my stage fear by participating in one open mic competition. Okay, but I failed badly in that competition. Right, I was so underconfident that I gave my full performance by sitting on a chair. You can just imagine how shameful was that moment for me. But in the second year, I registered for the same competition but in different college. That college name was National Institute of Technology, Nagpur. Okay, and that moment was the proudest moment for me, because uh, if there was someone, another person in place of me, he will not dare to again participate in the same competition, just because he know in the first year how he had failed badly. But I dare to participate again in the same competition, but in different college, even different college, right? So that's the uh, best thing I had done in my second year, right, to overcome my stage fear. And I had performed that day very confidently, as you can see the picture on the screen, right, guys? That was the proudest moment for me. So I used to write poems till the end of my second year. Okay, so I used to write poems a lot, and it was my passion basically. Now, this is all about my personality development. Now, if I talk about my academic goals, so digital electronics. So digital electronics is one of the subject that my college has taught me in my second semester. Okay, which is basically first year. But in my second semester, I didn't study well for that particular subject. Okay, and that's the reason I wanted to polish my skills in the digital electronics again. I wanted to learn that subject from the scratch. So I started watching the lectures of digital electronics on YouTube, but I again failed badly. I was not consistent in watching lectures, and what I did finally, I gave up. Yes, that's what I was doing in every academic goal. Whatever goal, whatever academic goal I had planned since the first year of my engineering, I was just giving up very easily. Okay, and other than digital electronics, I had also done one summer internship at ISCR Bhopal. Now, this is something, yeah, this is one of the best academic goal that I have achieved. Okay, and this goal I have committed to myself, right? When I entered my second year, I promised to myself that I wanted to do one summer internship at a national institute, whether it is an IIT, NIT, or ISCR. I don't mind, right? But I wanted to do that internship, and I was so dedicated to research on that particular thing, that how to apply for this internship, what are the prerequisite that we needed to get in summer internship. I started researching about it in the year 2024, right? And boom, I got an internship at ISCR Bhopal, and I was very much excited to join the organization. My internship was online, okay, and it was a great experience. I got to know about the new field, PCB designing. Okay, just because of that summer internship, I got to know about PCB designing. Uh, and also I got to know about PCB designing also because of my college syllabus. In my syllabus, in my third year or fourth semester, I feel in my third semester, right? In my third semester, my college has taught me PCB designing on the eSIM software. But yeah, that's the reason I got to know about the PCB designing. Okay, and after that I applied for summer internship, and I get the opportunity to work under one professor at ISCR Bhopal, and I am very much happy about it, right? So that was the proudest moment for me, and that is the only academic goal I have till now. Yes, that's the only academic goal I have till now. So these are all the things that I had done in my second year. And yes, I had done a lot of things related to my personality development in my second year. As I said, I had joined college clubs. Okay, so in the college club, I used to do publicity by going in different classrooms and just advertise about our club events. So that was also something that I was doing to improve my personality. Okay, so this was all about my second year. Third year. Third year is the year in which you have to narrow down your exploration, and now you have to you have to focus on your own field, right? I mean, third year is the year in which the dedicated students try to grab internships at big organizations, and they try to deep dive in their own field so that they don't get any trouble during the placement season, right? And in the top colleges, uh, from the third year itself, the companies begin to come for the internships. So for me, the third year is a full chaos. It was pretty average than the second year, right? My second year was good, but my third year was worst. I will say worst, because in the first 6 months, my academic development I was doing nothing, because I mean, I wanted to complete the goals of my second year, which was the digital electronics part, the goal of my first year, C language. But the same problem I was facing, I was stuck in the loop, right? I mean, the moment I try to start following any goal, I kept those goal aside, and then get distracted by another thing, right? Just like watching phone, and I was repeating this thing again and again, and as the reason, I was giving up very easily. Okay, I was giving up because I was feeling like this is not my cup of tea. I can't do this. This is very difficult for me, and my attention span was also reduced by watching short form of content. And that's the reason I delete my Instagram application a lot of times. My friends ask me, why you delete your Instagram application? That's the reason, guys, because my attention span was very less, and I live alone in my PG. Okay, so it is very difficult for me to whom I can talk, right? I have only phone to talk, I mean, to watch content, anything, right? So as a form of entertainment purpose, I used to watch my phone, right? And if I talk about my last 6 months of my third year, my last 6 months, my nothing, still nothing. My academic development was zero. My personality development was zero. In the first 6 months, my personality development was very good, very good. In the third year, I achieved one goal in my life, right? My personality has improved now a lot. In the first 6 months of my third year, my personality has improved a lot. Why? Because I gave myself a challenge. I opened a YouTube channel finally. I completed the goal of my first year that I wanted to start on YouTube channel. So I finally did that in my third year, right? I opened my YouTube channel. I consistently posted videos on YouTube for 66 days, and yes, I did. I win my challenge. I win my first challenge on YouTube, and my English communication skills uh, successfully got improved, right? So in the beginning of my challenge, my English level was basic, and now I am currently in the intermediate, right? I mean, my communication skills in English are intermediate level. Okay, and now my goal is expert. Yes, I want to go at the expert level. Also, right now you can notice that I can speak in English very naturally with fluency, and my flow of speaking in English is very good, right? So uh, I got this result just because I followed one challenge for 2 months consistently with full dedication, and that's the power of my consistency. And at that moment, after completing the challenge, I realized that I am distracted because I had a lot of distraction in my life, especially my phone. If you ask me who is the enemy of my life, my phone is the enemy, right? The biggest enemy of my life is my phone right now. I had a lot of distractions in my life. It doesn't mean that I can't focus well on my studies, right? I have consistency issues. I can't stay consistent on anything. I give up very easily. I was giving up very easily because I was having a lot of distractions in my life. Okay, so this is all about my third year. One more thing, one most important thing, I always wanted to do an NPTEL course. And why NPTEL course? Because I got to know about this opportunity very late. Texas Instrument is one of the biggest electronics company. Okay, and that company is used to design chips, ICs, integrated circuits, right? So that company recruit students who has done the NPTEL course. So there are list of courses, like you have to do that particular courses, and if you achieve more than 90% in that particular in all those particular courses, you will get an opportunity to work in Texas Instrument company, right? You will get an opportunity as an intern to work in the Texas Instrument company. So I got to know about this opportunity, and that's the reason I always wanted to do an NPTEL course. But when I got to know about this opportunity, I already missed the deadline of registering for an NPTEL course. So I have to wait for the 6 months, because NPTEL NPTEL website launch their course after every 6 months, right? So now I have to wait for the 6 months, and then I have to enroll in another course. Now the problem is that I waited 6 months, and then the very first course that the Texas Instrument company wanted students to do is basic electrical circuits. Okay, so I waited 6 months, and then after their new NPTEL new course, they launched their new course, right? So what I see is in their list there is no course title as basic electrical circuits. Okay, basically they launched their course in the first January to July term, but I already missed that deadline in the first 6 months. I regretted a lot. I was feeling so bad. I mean, I was such a fool that I always used to miss my deadlines. I was very careless. And on the other side, my friends were praising me that Dhruv, you had done a summer internship at ISCR Bhopal. This is a very big thing. Now you will get any job very easily. Bro, this is this is not very easy, right? Doing a single internship at ISCR Bhopal. Maybe I will say that was my luck. Not luck, but I had done a lot of work for that, I had done a lot of research for that, but still you can't say that now you will get any job very easily. No, you have to do a lot of hard work, and I was doing nothing. Just doing one internship is nothing, right? You have to gain skills, and I was realizing all these things very late in my life. So now I didn't find the course name of basic electrical circuit, so I enrolled for the another course, okay, which Texas Instrument Company mentioned, which is analog circuits. But again, after enrolling the course, I consistently watch lectures, make notes, did revisions till module 2. After that, I again gave up. I again stopped watching lectures. I don't know why. I was just uh, got busy in my college schedule. Yeah, I did one hackathon in this semester, in my sixth semester also, right? So I will not say it that was my bad experience, it was a great experience for me, but still I was keeping my things incomplete, and that was not a good sign. And you know guys, I had even register for the exam of NPTL, right? But I failed to give that exam. On the day of exam, uh, I was washing clothes, right? I was washing clothes, and at that moment, I remember, oh yeah, today is my exam. And the time I remember this thing, it was already late. Yes, I mean, I am so careless. I'm very careless. People call me topper, right? But I am not a topper. Uh, my friends praise me a lot, but I feel I still need to improve a lot, right? And now I am in fourth year, full of regret. I feel what I did in those 3 years. Great. For the personality development, I gave my 100% efforts. But for the academic development, I did nothing. Right? If you ask me for the personality development, how much you have developed yourself, okay, so I will say 50%, right? I will rate myself 50%. So 50 percentage of development I had achieved. Now another 50% I will develop at the end of my fourth year, and that's my promise. Okay. And if I talk about my English communication skills, my English communication skills are at the intermediate level, and this level is enough to crack any placement drives, and that's what I needed right now in my fourth year, right? Because in the fourth year itself, the company starts to come for the placement drive. So my English level is enough to crack any interview. Okay, I just needed to focus on my skills. That's it. Also, I had experience of giving two physical interviews. Okay, and both the physical interviews I got the same feedback. Your communication is best, but your your technical skills are not. You don't have deep knowledge of your field, right? So yes, I just wanted to work on that, and I am working on this thing. So now I don't have time, okay, but I am sure that I am ready to change myself, and I am already working on this thing, right? For the personality, I had done a lot of things. I just wanted to work on my appearance. That's it, because your appearance also matters. Your appearance boosts your confidence. If you are if you are not good looking, then maybe you will feel that maybe you will not feel confident, right? But if you are good looking, you will feel confident. And another thing is academics. Okay, so the goals that I wanted to complete since the beginning of my engineering first year, right? So I am trying to complete all those goals, complete all those incomplete goals right now. Okay, i am I'm completing all those goals right now. Now specifically I wanted to talk that in these 3 years, okay, why I fail badly in completing all my academic goals. Okay, why I fail badly. So there are a lot of reasons. Okay, the first reason is I never show up daily. Okay, I was my mindset was a perfectionist mindset. Like, if I decide to work 2 hours on C language today, I mean not just today. If I decide that I will work on the C language daily for 2 hours for the next 30 days. Okay, so today I did 1 hour, so I will feel bad, and the next day I will do nothing. I will say like, no, from tomorrow I will start again. But this mindset is not good. The key is you have to show up daily, that's it. I mean, even if you are studying for 30 minutes, that's fine, but study, at least study, right? So that's the mindset I'm trying to get in myself, right? And another thing is, as I said, I want to become a perfectionist, but no, I should not, right? Don't focus on becoming a perfectionist. Focus on growing yourself every day, right? Even if you are giving your 1%, even if you are putting your 1% efforts, just put your efforts. Just put your efforts. That's it. Another thing is, third thing is, never taken my goals seriously. Yes, this is true. I have never taken my goals seriously, because if I had taken my goals seriously, then I will definitely work on it, right? I will work on it consistently. But I had never taken my goal seriously. And I'm talking about this. The fourth thing is a lot of distractions in my life. Yes, this is true. Uh, I am also addicted to a lot of bad habits, like watching porn, doing masturbation, and this all these habits are not from since I joined engineering. No, I am addicted to these habits since the beginning of my 12th standard, you can say, right? Since the beginning of my 11th 12th COVID times. Okay, now also these are distraction. Also my phone, the as I said, the phone is the biggest enemy of my life. So phone is the biggest distraction I have right now. Still it is my big distraction, and I'm trying to use my phone as less as possible. Okay. Another thing is, my fifth point is not following a healthy routine and lifestyle. Okay, because your lifestyle matter, how you are living. If your lifestyle is not good, you will feel very lazy, right? If you are not eating good, you will not feel healthy. uh, if your sleeping cycles are not good, even if your sleeping is not good, right, I am sleeping only for 3 hours, and then on the next day I'm supposed to expect that I will focus and fully concentrated while my teacher is explaining the concept to me, right? So that's not possible. Okay. And another thing is, planning was good but execution was worst. And that is true, right? My planning is very good. Even the goals that I have planned till now, since the beginning of my engineering, my planning was very good. But the way I execute all those goals is very bad. I am very bad at execution. Because I never take actions. Yes, I never take actions. And uh, just after 1 2 attempts I give up very easily. That is also one thing. I never take action, and I give up. I give up on things very easily. And one behavior of my that is also one of the obstacle why I fail badly in achieving any of my academics goals, which is overwhelming behavior. uh, my nature is very overwhelming, right? Like for example, if I get to know about the VLSI field today, right, I get to know about everything. I also got to know about the roadmap, how to follow this thing, how to get into this VLSI field. I got to know about all these things, right? So I will get overwhelmed. But if I talk about the actions, I will do nothing. So that's the total outcome. And yeah, overthinking a lot. I do a lot of overthinking. And as you can see my hairs almost white, all are white, right? So I do a lot of overthinking. I am very anxious. And I feel like uh, what he is thinking about what she is thinking about me, right? So I should never care about what people are thinking about me. So this is not a point for my academic failure, but this is also one of my behavior I am talking. Another thing is never completed anything completely. Yes, this is also true. I had planned a lot of goals in my life, but I never completed those goals. I always kept them incomplete. Another thing is bad sleeping schedule, as I have already talked about this, and stuck in the loop. I'm still stuck in the loop because after that ISR Bhopal achievement, I had not achieved anything in my life. Okay, not achieve anything in my life. If I specifically talk about the academic development, I had developed nothing. Also, never fix my routine. Instead, keep making new goals, but never fix my old ones. That is very true, right? I I used to plan a lot of things, right? But I never focused on analyzing my mistake, right? And that's the reason I was repeating the same mistake again and again while following any new goal, right? So planning doesn't matter. How you execute those planning, that's what matter, right? Anyone can do planning. So these are all the things which I had committed to myself since the beginning of my engineering, but I fail badly in achieving all those things. Okay, but except Bhopal internship, right? ISR Bhopal internship is something that the goal that I have committed to myself, and I achieved successfully that goal, right? So I am thankful to that. Okay, and I am trying to achieve all my goals just the way I had achieved my summer internship goal. Okay. The last thing I wanted to tell you guys that I was always having one self doubt since the beginning of my YouTube improvement journey, right? And what was that self doubt? So just assume I get a chance to speak in English in front of people, right? Now at that moment, first I will hesitate to go on the stage, right? Why? Because I will get nervous, and as a human being, that's a normal behavior, right? So why I get nervous? So here, uh, till now, I was confused about the. I was confused because I was not aware about the reason that why I get nervous. Okay, I was till now I was always blaming myself. I was always thinking that maybe my English skills are not good enough, right? Maybe I fumble a lot. Maybe I wanted to improve my fluency, right? My fluency is not good. Maybe uh, I need to improve my vocabulary, but that's not the reason. Then what's the reason? So if you guys don't know, my college conducts CRT sessions, which is basically campus recruitment training. My college conduct this training for 21 days. So on the last day of my CRT session, the sir who was teaching us the verbal communication subject, after everyone leave the class, so I asked him, sir, how to improve confidence, right? He told me, don't think about what others are thinking about you. And at that point, he was talking something valid point, right? So I showed him my YouTube channel. Okay, although I don't show my YouTube channel to others, like I wanted to keep this thing private, right? But he was a sir, and his expertise were to build confidence among youth, right? So I wanted to show him my YouTube journey, right? I wanted to show him that how I am trying to improve my English. So I asked him, I am doing, I am putting so much efforts to improve my English, then why I still get nervous whenever I get a chance to go on the stage and speak, right, in front of people. So he just told me in simple words, the reason is simple, beta. You care what others are thinking about you. Yes, you only care what others are thinking about you. You don't feel, that's the reason you don't feel confident. Don't think about others. ओके, उन्होंने तो मुझे सीधा बोला बेशरम बनो, राइट, एकदम खुल के बात करो. दैट्स व्हाट आई गॉट द रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम हिम, राइट. सो till now I was always blaming my progress, okay, but not from now. So what's the conclusion of this video? The conclusion is simple. I just wanted to change my mindset, that's it. I needed to change my mindset and not my English, because I am doing very good in my English communication skills, right? I'm doing very good. My English is very good. The only thing that I needed to change right now is my mindset. So, the conclusion is simple. मुझे लोगों से फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. That's it for the today's video, guys. I hope you like my video, and thank you for watching this video till the end. Till then, keep learning, keep growing.